dis à la guys, going keep moun qui te voté pour Trump, regrette pas le fait que vous te voté pour Trump. Ou jeune blanc, ou jeune noir, ou jeune pagnol, qui te voté pour Trump, regrette ça, pas le fait que vous te voté pour Trump, guys. Et bien Trump, pour qu'on même gagne un an sous tête pouvoir ça là, guys. Pour ça, Trump est en remettre dans le pays ça. Pour problème Trump mette dans la communauté ça, en dans les États-Unis, guys, là pour un pays ça, 20, 30 à 40 ans pour réparer erreur dans le Trump se commettre dans White House là, guys. Et peuple américain constate si vous qui ça fait 4 ans sous tête pouvoir ça, si vous qui ça fait 4 ans en dans White House là, guys, bah bon menti là un problème pour américain et américain ont constaté liberté d'expression yo menacée, la démocratie menacée en dans pays ça avec Donald Trump, guys. Je dis c'est samedi 18 octobre, bah nous menti, guys, presque tout côté en dans États-Unis te levé campé pour dire non avec mode gouvernance Trump à remettre dans White House là. Non pas monsieur Peyi'A, bienvenue sur KONSA'L TV, pas oublier brancher épisode pour là. Je dis maintenant là, guys, pour me faire vidéo pour me montrer qui Jean peuple la levé campé pour dire non, no king dans White House là. C'est ça ou pas vle roi dans White House parce que Trump j'en a dirigé pouvoir ça, c'était pour son roi. Trump a dirigé pouvoir ça, guys. On a regardé qui Jean Bagay était ensemble avec Boston journée samedi 18 octobre là, guys. So stay tuned et m'a retourner pour me donner une opinion de ça qui a passé en les États-Unis, guys. So stay tuned, y'all.
If the truth is that you feel a little bit discouraged, I want us to remember in this moment that others have been here before. And let's be honest, one of the big critiques of us is that we are just out here because we hate this country. But the reality of this country is that it didn't get the way it is because people settled for the okie doke. From the very beginning, we have known that we can do better. Many people are evoking the words of the founding fathers, but I gotta be honest, when the founding fathers wrote those words, they weren't thinking about me. It's true. They weren't thinking about a black woman. They weren't thinking about many of you. But I believe that our Creator was thinking about us. I believe that even then, there were folks that knew that this vision, for it to be true, would take sacrifice and it would take struggle. So we are here, standing in the tradition of the best of who this country has always been. And I want to make a quick appeal, particularly to those who consider yourselves people of faith. Because I believe that there has been a deep perversion of our sacred traditions in this moment. I know from the bottom of my heart that God does not call us to hate. So I want to encourage more of us who consider ourselves people of faith to stand on the truth that God calls us to radical love and not to beating down our neighbor. So I want to close today and ask us to turn to each other. We've got leadership that's told us to turn against each other, to turn a blind eye, but I want us to take the time to turn to each other. And so I'm gonna ask you to join with me in a chant, but I don't want you to look at me while we chant. I want you to look at each other. We the people. We the people. We the people. We the people. Now look at each other. We the people. We the people. We belong. We belong. We belong. We belong. To each other. To each other. We belong to each other. We belong to each other. No kings. Only we the people. Thank you.
Let's give it up for the Reverend Peyi'A, the White Hammond. So I know you see the band setting up, but before that, we've got some people who are in Washington, D.C. on a regular basis fighting for you and for me. They are fighting against authoritarianism and tyranny. They are representing Massachusetts in a way that we should be proud of. And even if we've got disagreements, they're going to still keep fighting for it. Let's give it up for our junior and senior senators from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren and Ann Markey.
Boston knows that in the United States, there are no thrones, there are no crowns, there are no kings. We've known that since 1773, when Boston dumped the tea in the water. 1776, when Boston pushed King George's army out of this city. We've known it since 1787, when we helped draft the Constitution of the United States of America. Now, Donald Trump wants to put on a shiny little crown and prance around and pretend that he is a monarch. But Donald Trump is not a king. Donald Trump is a bully. So, what's happened to the Republicans in Congress? They know that Trump is not a king, but they seem to have lost something. Not a single one of them has a spine. The only movement these Republicans can manage is to bow down to Donald Trump. Now, when you ask these Republicans about today, they claim a No Kings rally is anti-American. They are wrong. Hundreds of thousands of people protesting peacefully for what they believe in, that is deeply American, that is patriotism. Standing up to a wannabe dictator, that is patriotism. Protecting health care for millions of Americans, that is patriotism. Defending federal workers who make our country run, that is patriotism. Saying no to troops that occupy our cities, that is patriotism. And peacefully protesting protesting to protect our democracy. That is patriotism. Now, Donald Trump has miscalculated. Trump thought that doing one terrible thing after another would scare us, would make us curl up in a ball. He thought it would make us give up. Trump is wrong. Donald Trump is weak. Donald Trump is a bully. And when we don't bow down to kings or bullies, they start to lose their power. So now is the time for us to say it clearly. Do we bow down to kings? Do we bow down to bullies? Do we bow down to Donald Trump? No, the American people do not bow down. So let's give a cheer for every patriot who showed up today. Let's give a cheer for every patriot who says they will not bow down. And let's give a cheer for every patriot who stands up for the United States of America. In the Senate I could ever hope for, and Markey.
Elizabeth Warren, a warrior on the floor of the Senate every day. So it is important to be here together in this moment because it is a moment that demands truth. It demands truth about corruption, truth about greed, truth about hate that is being spread in our country. In just 3 weeks, Donald Trump's sons and family raked in $1.3 billion in cryptocurrency from a company that didn't even exist when he was inaugurated. The United States Supreme Court has given a green light to racial profiling in our country. Greed, corruption, injustice, hate. We simply cannot deny the darkness of this moment and the concentration of power in Donald Trump, in masked ICE agents, in billionaire CEOs. Too much is in the hands of too few, and too many have too little. But here in Massachusetts, we do not bow to kings. We do not bend to authoritarianism. We do not believe in dictators. The nation that we have loyalty to is the United States of America. And Donald Trump is a walking, talking constitutional crisis every day that he is in office. Massachusetts is where the moral debates of our time start. We are where democracy was started, right here on Boston Common. The abolitionist movement, right here. The suffragette movement, right here. The same-sex marriage movement, right here. The universal health care movement, right here. We are the revolutionaries. We are for Massachusetts because we have always stood on the front lines of democracy. That's why Donald Trump has declared war on us, war on Massachusetts, our economy, our workers, our schools, our way of life. Medicaid, gone. NIH funding, gone. Department of Education, gone. Due process and rule of law, gone. The one thing that should be gone is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his vaccine policy. Donald Trump does not want to make America great again. He wants to make America hate again. But I believe that in every dark and chaotic hour of our nation's life, it is the strength and the resilience of our people that have led the way. The Minutemen and Minutewomen who gathered here 250 years ago, they were knocked down, but they stood back up, they fought, and they won. When the abolitionists were knocked down, did they give up? No, they got up, they fought, and they won. Those suffragettes, they were knocked down. Did they give up? No, they got up, they fought, and they won. When Martin Luther King Jr. and the civil rights leaders were knocked down, did they give up? No, they got up, they fought, and they won. And same-sex marriage leaders, they were knocked down. Were they knocked out? No, they got up, they fought, and they won. And that's where we are in Massachusetts right now. We are knocked down. We are not knocked out. We are going to get up. We're going to stand for the right thing, and we are going to win. Because here in Massachusetts, we stand for what is right. We stand with trans people because trans rights are human rights. We stand for science. We stand for truth. We stand with all of our federal workers who are being illegally fired. And we stand with our immigrant neighbors here to make a better life. No to mass deportations of innocent people. No to mass ICE agents abducting our neighbors off the streets. No to a federal troop occupation of Boston. No. That we will not allow that to happen because this is Massachusetts. We do not coronate, we liberate. We do not agonize, we organize. So I'm here to ask every single person, are you ready to fight? Are you ready to stand up? Are you ready to fight for the future of our democracy? Because it is not the rule of Trump, it is the rule of law which has to govern our country. Let us march, let us chant, let us raise our voices together. No kings, not here, not ever. We will stand and fight you, Donald Trump. Thank you, Boston, for coming out to lead the national fight. Thank you all so much.
Let's keep this party going. What's up? No kings. No tyrants. No authoritarians.
Zanman, mga an tou, so wè komanse ala e komanseman. Sa se komanseman, guys. Trump pap fè 4 an sou pouvoi sa. E so sot wè ala anko, se pou fè Trump konen 2028 pou l'bay White House la, paske os Etats-Unis pa gen diktateur, os Etats-Unis pa gen king. Paske Trump nan may li 2028 la tout pran pouvoi la prete la, ebe lèl mouri, la bay petit li yo vin dirije. Jouè sa kon a fèt an Haïti avèk Jean-Claude Duvalier, François Duvalier, se mèm bagay sa Trump gen nan mentalite. Ben, so ki se fèt la, pep Ameriken an di, yo pa pran bagay kon sa nan men Donald Trump, guys. E sa ke mwen reme pep sa. N'importe ti virgule bagay, on gouvernement, on moun, ta pense ta vin fè sou tout pouvoir ça, ta vin violer constitution pays ça. Surtout, Trump getan pa pan constitution pays ça pour rien, guys. Trump violer plusieurs lois dans constitution. Trump pas la même supposé dans White House là, guys. Par contre, comment Trump fait dans White House là. Anyway, son moun blanc lié, on a le là, le moun blanc a supporter li dans White House là. Même garanti Trump pas fait 4 ans dans White House là parce que peuple américain pas dormi, même avec peuple haïtien dans moment là quoi il y a 9 présidents qui a dormi, qui pas jamais levé, pas jamais dit rien, peuple a dormi. Mais bon ici un peuple américain, n'importe petit virgule, n'importe petit erreur ou jeune monde dans la rue a protester, a dit non. Et peuple haïtien ça, ouais a dormi pas inquiéto. Peuple ça il pour lever et lever, non seulement l'a camper, le fin camper la marché, pas inquiéto des peuples haïtiens ou k'ap dormi dans moment là, juste relax parce que les peuples ça levé pas gen moun k'ap kakembil. Je dis samedi guys, dépend la en créativité prend la ria on est pour nous montrer nous kijan bagay va faire, kijan moun yo vivre dans communauté. Je dis à la moun yo te décider lever alvon message by Trump fait connaît pas gen king since 1776 dans pays ça, c'est président gain, pas de jamais gain ou pas de jamais gain dictateur dans pays ça, guys. Par contre si gain dictateur dans pays ça, pas connaît l'histoire pays mais pendant ma vivre là dans moment pas dans là, guys, beaucoup gens mon dictateur en dans États-Unis. So, nous connaît après danse tambour lo, guys. So c'est TMT pour me descendre en bas non menti malgré grand pile monde ou jeune pas gain embouteillage. Moun respecter moun prend train à l'aise, moun descend train à l'aise. Malgré grand pile moun dans la rue, pas gen moun ka pousser moun, guys. Et gens de bagay ça nous besoin dans société haïtienne nan, guys. On a besoin là nous besoin gens de bagay ça pour moun respecter moun dans pays d'Haïti. Je regarde là, guys, et dans shop même là, n'a travaille pour Marriott Hotel en tant qu'ingénieur, guys. N'importe ça qui passe dans chambre là, c'est moi yo relé pour réparer. Si télévision pas marcher, si frigidaire pas marcher, si pot et si clé moun yo uba moun yo li pas ka rentrer en dans chambre là, c'est moi yo relé nous gen tout bagay, nous gen tout matériel nous là, guys, pour nous en tant qu'ingénieur sur bagay qui passer pour nous ranger pour bailler service avec guest yo pour faire connaître que là ou là c'est la caille, guys. So nous connaît encore TV Peyi'A, guys. Et pour nous travail, guys, on prend pour montrer nous on sait que des bagages qui fait dans l'autre pays dans la société, guys. Moi j'aime nous en Créole TV, guys. Moi j'aime nous pour support na ban moi, guys. Moi j'aime nous à mort, guys. Et moi que pour des gens, ça fait plaisir pour gens supporter, guys. Et moi faut connaître que moi j'aime mon en Créole TV, mon guys. N'a ouais encore pour une autre vidéo, guys. Passons bonne fin de journée. Que bon Dieu bénisse nous, guys. En Créole TV, I love you all, yeah.